Alright guys, off we go. The Knickerbocker, I think. Knickerbocker, something like that. Knickerbocker, normal weight, 22.5 kilometers. 22.5 kilometers, and we chose to go with a TT bike for the challenge. Get some TT kilometers in. At the end of the ride, of this ride, we will have enough altitude meters for the Uber Pretzel on Saturday. So I probably will be doing this. I think it will take like 40 minutes or something to complete, and then we might go over and do the TikTok and the Astoria line if we still feel like it after that. And in total will give us around 40 kilometers of distance on the TT bike and 2 extra badges. So a lot of boxes to be ticked. We have the altitude, we have the chill rides today. So no extreme powers, no real big efforts. Just want to get blood flow through the legs, recover from yesterday's race and the day before that. Taking the altitude, taking the distance, complete the challenge, get the badges. So a lot being done at the same time. I think Uber will be a long time on the bike, so I think that will be the hardest challenge for me. 6 hours uninterrupted on the bike. We have a few downhills where you can rest just a little, but yeah. We have to do 80 kilometers on this bike, on this TT bike for the challenge. So we'll be doing some more TT next week, maybe even join an event or something. Try and see how we're doing there. We'll be taking off about half of it today. So still 40k left. Looks like an awesome distance to have like an event in there on the TT bike. The mountain bike, you can do the mountain bike pretty much everywhere the next following weeks. Like we did yesterday during warm-up, just take the mountain bike for a couple of kilometers. Easy spinning. You'll take it off pretty quickly, it's only 40k. And of course, yeah, the road distance. I'm not really worried about that. We'll be having that after the Uber on Saturday. So Saturday the road distance will be done. We'll be halfway with the TT, and I think we are 1/4 for the mountain bike. So not too worried about not completing that. We still have a lot of time to complete it. I think we'll be pretty soon to complete it. But yeah, for now we're just taking off that TT bike case. We're getting the Knickerbocker. It's a weird word, right? Knickerbocker. With like boxer, I would understand, but Bocker? I know. We're doing that one. It's a little bit over 300 altitude meters. So that together with the TikTok after this one, that's 2 badges complete. And then if we have time and we feel like it, will add the Astoria line after it as well, which is another 12.3 kilometers with another 100 meters of elevation. So that's the 3rd optional badge, but the first 2 are certain, right? We're doing 22.5k now in New York with some nice altitude in there. It's probably just the one climb of New York and then a big loop. I don't think it will cost us too much time to complete. I'm guessing a half an hour and we're done. And then we'll jump over to Watopia and finish the TikTok, which is almost completely flat, only 44 meters of elevation. So that will be a pretty fast one. The TT bike will do great there. We have been doing great last couple of days, race-wise. Good positions, good training, good efforts, good wattages. So I'm really feeling prepared as well for Saturday. It will be a long one, but we have done like 1/3, 1/2 of it in the last couple of weeks, as for preparation and to get the badges, of course. So we know what we're getting into, and basically it's only 3 big lines, and the biggest being Alpe Zwift in the end. The second biggest being in the start, the Epicom with the radio tower added. So that's about 602 meters, and the Alpe is just over 1,000 meters. And then we get the volcano comes somewhere in between that, which is about 150 meters, I think. 8 minutes of pushing. And then we have a lot of flat in between those. We're going all the way over the Tempest Fugit desert. So we're grinding some distance there. But that shouldn't be a point where we have to be afraid of, I guess. Maybe the most important thing about that is stay entertained with the group. We're currently with 5 people. I hope everybody shows up and we grind it together. If not, I cannot join you. Hey Bart, welcome man, welcome. I want to ask you to feel prepared for Saturday, but you're kind of used to that long distance efforts, right? For me, it's gonna be more of a challenge, I think, than for you. The longest ride I've done on Zwift is 100 kilometers, so we'll be passing that. And that ride was on the volcano circuit, the 25 laps, so pretty flat. So time-wise, will be a big effort. Oh, really? Birthday cake on top of the Alp, you say? Looking forward. And after we have about 11 minutes to eat it, no problem. I'm just making sure that I will unlock the Tron bike on the Alp. So this is this ride. Yeah, no problem, man. I'll put it in queue. And around the halfway point or something to get motivations up. We will sing for sure. And if my calculations are right, which I assume they are, somewhere on the Alp, I will unlock the Tron bike. So that's a nice present, right? Really looking forward. The only thing I'm not sure about is we were at 5. So what happens if somebody is really slow? Do we pull him and we all go slower? Because my aim is to do it under 6 hours. But I want to get there as a team as well. So if we have to pull somebody, I don't mind. But then I have to calculate, I think, an extra hour or something. Of course, we can add a Discord, man. If you have one, no problem. Physic is a D rider, so he's a little slower, I think. I think Doom and Matthias are going to be the fast ones. Matthias was even talking about doing his workouts during the ride, the crazy man. But I think if we stay together and we we push, we should do the normal time, right? Because on the flats we have a drafted advantage, which will push us faster than going solo with even less effort, I guess. And the climbs, yeah, they are slow anyhow, so. Have you done before the Oberpretzel? Or is it your first Oberpretzel? You've probably done it already, right? You already know the pain. Ooh! Nice. The next one up after that is gonna be the PRL, man. PRL full. You know it. But I don't want to think about that first. This is gonna hurt long enough. I convinced the wife to make pancakes during the ride. So she's gonna bring, hopefully around halftime, some nice pancakes. Get some nice water bottles ready and some added sugars, because the hydration will be a thing for me. I'm not used to drink on the bike. I've started to push myself a bit to have at least half a liter with me. But if I'm not gonna drink all the 6 hours indoors, I will crash for sure. So yeah, it's gonna be important to stay, especially the first few hours, stay really hydrated, force myself to drink enough. I have a few nut bars, naked. I don't know if you know them, naked bars. I think they're completely vegan as well, so you might know them. It's nuts and doubles. Yeah, so I have those for the first few hours, maybe a banana or two, and then have pancakes, and then after the pancakes, if needed, I have a few isotonic SIS gels for that last push up the climb. Yeah, but it's hard, man. It's hard. I never drink. Like if I do races, quick races, it's only half an hour, and it's so much high power that I really don't have time to drink. Because if I drink, I'm totally out of breath. So most of the time I just drink a little bit before the race and nothing during the race. And I tend to do that as well for like the 45-minute races. Everything under an hour. Sometimes I don't even take water with me then. It's only if I do rides longer than an hour, and if I don't forget, I have water, but even then, I have only one water bottle for my bike, so half a liter, that's it. It's so hard. I've always had troubles, even outdoors with 4 or 5 hour rides. I always forget for some reason. Hey Doom, you ready for it, man? Yeah, that's so true. I'll have more time to drink and eat. You have a TTT ride today, Bart? I'll be checking in too. Yeah, I've seen there's a whole new topic on Zwift Insider. Don't know if you guys have seen it already. I think it was published yesterday. It's all about measurements on how to ride TT races in Zwift. You probably know it, Bart, if you do a lot of TTs. And if not, it's really interesting. They've calculated different tactics into riding as towards everybody doing like 300 watts for riders at the same time, and then slingshotting every time to the front and catching the draft again. And then they measured that against being in a line and taking pulls like most of the TT rides do, and how much an advantage you get being last or fourth rider instead of first rider. Yeah, basically what it came out to is the different pulls. If you have guys who can do it, is better. If you pull the front with 350 watts and the second guy saves 23%, third guy saves 30%, and the fourth guy saves 34%, I thought it was. So basically, your pulls in the front are high wattage, above FTP probably, but then your 3 turns behind that, you can save up a lot, and your average watt, you'll save like 25 to 30 watts average, instead of doing all 300 watts for the entire ride. Yeah, I've just read the post yesterday evening. I thought it was quite interesting to read. It's always knowledge you want to have in a race as well, right? Like if you are, even if you're not TTing, you just know slingshotting isn't as good as just hiding in the group, right? So you might have think if I'm going to be slingshotted, I'll just go with it and take a pull for like 10 seconds, go back and save up. But it's actually better if you see you're gonna be slingshotted to stop just before you go out of the group, stay in the draft and then go back. You will save up a lot of energy because after the slingshot, the group is gonna pass you pretty fast again, and you'll waste all your energy just by getting back on the same speed. I've seen Zico do it, man. He's always going crazy there, man. He's like, okay, I'll start my 20-minute effort, and then he was like 350 watts. He shoots past his teammates and he's like, come on guys, stay with me. Everybody's going dead, trying to hold his wheel. Nice job on the out, by the way, Bart. You almost made the 1 hour, man. You were so close. Yeah. PP is always nice. It means you gave it everything, right? 262. Schat die straks. Average. Are good numbers, man. I think I need to do like 280 watts average for the entire climb to get it sub 60, which is pretty high average. It's FTP for the entire climb, just not. So I think my strategy will be better to push the first half and then damage control the rest of the climb, right? I'm not joking, Doom. If I'm racing for more than an hour, I lose at least 2 kilograms. That's because I don't drink, right? If I keep my hydration level up, I probably don't have that problem. But I don't drink, so all the sweat is gone. Perfect time to measure the weight and change it on Zwift. Now I'm actually a little bit heavier in Zwift at the moment than I am in real life. 1 kilogram to be exact after the ride. So I'll be working on that. I have vacation now for 2 weeks, and after that I will be starting some nice old diet to shave off those extra Ks, and I'm pretty sure that will boost me into the beast, because we've been doing 3.3 watts per kilo now. So if I shave off 5 kilograms, you will go over the limit. And basically that's the goal, right? Get stronger and get leaner. In my mind I am, man. In my mind I am. Yeah, but you guys are much better than me, man. Hey, kid. I'm not a B-bot. I'm not. Zwift Power doesn't think so. I don't think so. The numbers don't think so. So I'm not. The only race where I come close to being a B is the Bologna climb, because it's 6 kilometers of FTP and then 2 kilometers of just dying. So I go over FTP there. That puts me at 3.6 2 weeks ago. The grid race, I'm doing 3.3 average, but as you can see from the results and in game, I'm really working for it. Yeah, I'm willing to try, kitten. I'm willing to try for sure. But I'm pretty sure if I see the sandbaggers in the seas already, man, we're always battling for those first groups, working really hard, 100%, 110% effort to stick with that front group, to be able to even contest the front, right? And then, okay, on Zwift Power, we most of the time get the podium, so that means we're in the right group. But in Zwift, I'm a C, man. Because if I get 30th, 40th position in a 300-man race, I don't feel like I'm good enough to join the Bs already. Even though the guys before me might be Bs, right? Yeah, I'll do it for fun, but it won't be for podium places, of course. We'll be battling in the back. I think if we do a big crit race, I might be able to stick with them like 3 rounds, 4 rounds if we push it. And then we'll get dropped. It's never easy, man. It's never easy. I haven't had a single race that was easy. I think if everybody was actually a C in a C race, then I would be able to go to the B's. Because then I will be relaxing a little bit too much in the front and I have so much energy left for that sprint that I'll win a lot of the times. But there's so much sandbaggers and people who are in the wrong class that just isn't the case. I'm working 100 to 110% to stick with the front, and most of the time I'm completely drained when the sprint starts. So I'm not even able to get a good sprint out. Because I can sprint, if I'm rested, I can sprint 1200, 1300 watts, and in a race I barely get 800-900. That's 400 watts difference between being rested and the end of a race. That's a lot of juice that's gone with the effort, right? Yeah, that's about the same as me. 900 watts, and that's when it has been a decent race. But like yesterday on the Dolphin, on the quick race, the sprint basically starts on the climb, right? So you have this 20-second climb, 500-600 watts, and then you have to keep pushing above FTP to stay in the wheels. But it's still like 45 seconds or something till the finish. So I'm so completely dead. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. Everybody is tired, right? But I mean, if the race is too relaxed and too chill, which probably means you're in the wrong category, you have a lot of energy saved up for that sprint, right? If I can sit at 230 watts for an entire race, I won't be tired once we get there. And then I can have like a 1 minute effort for 400 watts and the sprint of 1000 watts, no problem. But it's not that, that's never the case. I always have to push around FTP, and if I'm lucky there are some parts where I can go a little bit in the green zone to catch a breath. But I'm always tired, and the bigger the group, the harder the finish. Meanwhile, we have a little bit more than 5k to go for this Knickerbocker, or whatever it's called. And after that, we'll change worlds to Watopia to do the TikTok. You're not able to make it, kitten? That's too bad, man. Bart is gonna be there, Doom is gonna be there, Physic is gonna be there. Matthias. Aye. And don't forget, guys, it's Bart's birthday, man. It's Bart's birthday on Saturday. We have to sing on the Alp for him. Yes, 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 man. He said he was gonna make vegan cake, virtual vegan cake for us. And we were all gonna sing around 6 or 7. So we'll have time to finish the song once we're up. 4 a.m. is a perfect time to start though. You'll be up and done by noon, man. Whole day ahead of you. A booby stream. Is that a thing even? Yeah, that must hurt, man, Bart. I completely understand, man. It's like not being picked in gym. It feels so bad. I think because I was always picked. Maybe you can still convince the missus to watch the baby until noon, man. 4 a.m. wake up. She's asleep half of the ride anyhow. He's asleep. So basically she only has to take care of him 2 hours and then you're done. And everybody's happy. He's trained. That's a comforting noise for him. Daddy's on the trainer. Time to go sleep, he said. So I'm not sure if the Knickerbocker has the right distance. We have had some different distances than prescribed while doing the badges. Sometimes it says a lap is 20k, but there's a lead-in of like 5, 6, 7k. So let's see if that today is going to be the case. We have about 4k to go. And then a quick game restart and head over to the TikTok. For some reason, I don't have the TikTok badge. I feel like I've done the course a bazillion times, but I don't have the badge, so probably some banner that doesn't count in an event or something. Not sure. Nope, I didn't take the TikTok. It's TikTok time. And it's basically just flat push 44 altitude meters. I think it's 10 plus footage, right? something like that. Not too many distance meters because I'm pretty good on schedule for as you can see, we are already in the green zone for the Uber, because if I'm not mistaken, we're doing 2300 altitude meters on Saturday, so I'm in the clear to get it up the Alp. And I don't want to be doing much more than this because I don't want to get it in the start, right? We want to get it on the Alp. That's the idea. Yeah, boy. We actually have already 63 kilometers done, but we started with the Italy challenge and start. I thought it would be like a good thing to do the Italy challenge and then get the Tarmac Pro, and I would feel like super fast on the climb, right? I have no idea, it only was a few seconds difference for the entire climb. So yeah, wasted quite some time there and some altitudes. I think we have a better climb up than the Alp, right? Other than the Tron, with the Tarmac Pro and the milestone wheels. I'm not sure how that works. If you're in a meetup, can you change bikes? Does everybody has to stop them? Because if you stop for a few seconds, you will be thrown out of the group, right? Next week, Saturday, I'm going to do a big outside ride with some friends, because yeah, it's allowed again to go out with 4 on the bike, and we're going to the famous Muur of Gerardsbergen. You guys might know it. Pretty famous climb. It's about 150 kilometers going and back, but I've never done it before. I've done a lot of the Ronde van Vlaanderen, most of the iconic climbs, but they're all pretty close in the neighborhood, and the Muur of Gerardsbergen is pretty solo, so I'm looking forward. You miss me in Trackmania? I miss Trackmania too sometimes, man. But it took so much time out of my life. I still have it installed though. I watch a few streams sometimes, people riding it. You did? I used to play it like semi-professionally in the past. I was contracted by a team called Dignitas. Flew over the world to go compete at live events. Even went to Portugal a lot. There was in Lisbon, XL Party it was called. Went there about 7 or 8 times to compete. And I won it twice, I think. Always nice prizes. but it took so much time to learn the tracks because every tournament had totally new tracks, and if you wanted to compete on the highest level, you had to spend hours and hours of practice to actually know like the track, know it inside out. There still are, man. There still are tournaments. A lot of guys back then are still active now, and they actually stream on Twitch. Pretty popular to watch. But that's a long time ago. Still look back at those times with a smile though. Was like a young guy, and I was getting paid to flew around the world to play a racing game. Was a lot of trips, like to the USA, to Lisbon, Denmark. And I wouldn't be able to see if it wasn't for that. Yeah, I never played Canyon though, it wasn't my thing. Only played Stadium, Trackmania Stadium. It's like a Formula 1 kind of game, looks like it. Nice, man. I still watch spam going on and virtual stream once in a while. Remember the good old days. We must be close to completing the ride here, right? Hope I didn't pass the banner yet. Look, there it is. So that banner should be the Kickerbucker done. And now we'll quickly change over to Utopia. There we go. That's that. Now a quick game restart because Twitch still haven't listened to any of the viewers and Ryan's opinions that they should be able to make it, be able to switch routes in game. So we're gonna switch. Nope. My dog name is Ben. Thanks for the follow, man. I'm always a bit late with follows. Too busy reading the chat. Yeah, right? Exit to menu, change route, and then let it save through there, because now I think it has something to do with the saving part. You have to quit and then it only saves and sends your information. Because if your game crashes, like 90% in your ride is completely gone. So I think it has something to do with the saving. But I don't know why it takes so long to get that done. I'm hoping that with the new UI introducing one of the next couple of months, it's gonna be changed. Yeah, but you have to send a fit file to Zwift then and hope they have time to adjust a little bit of the. It just looks like it's so much effort, man. Okay, so we were going to do Watopia, the TikTok. Tick, 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 tick. Where's the TikTok? There we go. 17 kilometers, 53 altitude meters. Exactly what we need. Oh my god, dude. That must be suck so hard, man. 105k in the ride. And then have a crash? Oh my god. That's like doing the Uber on Saturday and then on half of the Alp, it's like damn, power outage or something. Dear Lord. I think I'll get off the bike, I'll take a shower and I'll just go like have a run or something, trying to forget what I just did. I don't think my PC will give out because it's a Disney gaming PC, right? So I don't think that will give out. The only thing I'm afraid of is that the electricity falls out. Because if the electricity is gone, yeah, it's easier to Twitch, Christian. For some reason, the YouTube chat is not showing on my OBS. So I have to see it on the screen itself, which is harder to read. Thanks, bike. Yeah, luckily I don't need it yet, and I hopefully will never need it. But that would be so sucky if you have like a big ride, like you did yesterday, bike. 160 kilometers and then bam, power outage, gone. Yeah, I'm already mad when my trainer decides to give in for a few seconds, like we had in the race 2 days ago in the flat race. Like 8-9 seconds, flat power. Man, that sucks. You lose the group, you have to do a big effort where you didn't have to do it. Okay, so yeah, you can recover a little bit then. That's good to know. In case we ever get in trouble there. Oh, sorry, Mom. It's so hard to read the YouTube comments, Christian. I have to fix that. Thanks for the cheer, bike. It's the bike beast. It would be a nice thing, like a dream, to have like on the flat Tempest Fudget TT race and stay above 300 watts. Looks like I'm a far way off for that though. It's easier when it's starting to climb to hit those wattages. Exactly. Exactly. It's Siskin. Sisken. Christian. If you just look up Zwift, you'll see me. It's sometimes a weird thing, right? Because even though the flat should be more my thing, with the weight advantage and the draft, most of the times the flatter the race, the harder it feels, because you are on consistent wattage for the entire race. Hey man, Razor. Thanks for tuning in. It's better here to see the chat than on YouTube. And thanks for the follow. I have to check how to see the YouTube messages better. I know now. But like on climbing races, especially with more climbs but short ones, you get this switch in power, the switch in position. But on these TT rides and these flat rides, you just keep pouring out the same wattages. It's so mentally long. Do you still play Trackmania, Razor? It seems so long ago, man. I think I quit like 10 years ago. How is it called? The experience. The experience. I still have pictures from it. That's madness, man. It's changed so much. The tactics, the bugs that I see now, it's crazy. It was in Copenhagen, by the way, the experience. And a lot of big names coming on for it. Even though the prizes weren't that big. I think first place was only 3,000 euros. But it was in a quiet period, so a lot of teams had a lot of budget to send out players. Hey Bart, thanks for the host, man. You were there? Oh, sorry, didn't know. Yeah, exactly. I think, if I remember well, the French Carl won it, not the Canadian one. Together with Frostbiel, took second place, I think. And then Xenogear for my team, third. Not sure about the rest. Okay. I was close, I was close. Yeah, Moria was in my team. Second place. It was, to be honest, near the ending of my career, because once I was able to join Dignitas, which was the best team at that point, right? I felt like I was at the highest peak I would have got, because I wasn't able to beat world's best riders. If I got top 10 on a big event, a world event, I got 9th on the World Championships in the USA, and 9th again in Paris on the World Championships. But that was really the best I could have done. I always missed out for the big prizes. Locally I won a lot. Belgium, Germany, Holland, they had a lot of tournaments. So I was going to a lot of those, and I was every time banking like 500 euros. So those added up to a bigger total. Yeah, sure man, I'll PM you after. I have them somewhere on my hard disk. It's all gaming pictures though. Maybe you can find yourself. Yeah. That was after Dignitas. I was spending so much time. I was actually doing worse in school, university, because of the gaming. Came home, started gaming, weekends gaming, nights gaming. Always training for events. And my grades slipped away. So I had to make choices. And I chose school. Because I wasn't living from the money I won, right? That money was pocket change. I think in my entire career I only won like 15,000 euros, so you're not able to live from that. And all the events were free, but you don't gain anything from that, you just don't lose more. So it was an obvious choice. I think if we go back in time, and Twitch was a thing already, like if you see now Spam, who actually got into Dignitas after me, he has like 300, 400 subs or something, has a concurrent like 200-300 people watching. So Trackmania became bigger after I quit. But still, I think I made the right choice by choosing school, even with the knowledge back then. School is good for you guys. And then after Dignitas, I just joined local Belgian teams, the Fuse Kids and IGN. I still played some local tournaments, because it didn't take much preparation to win those. So that was nice. There was even one tournament here in Belgium, and the first place was a balloon trip. And I really wanted that one. And normally a tournament takes 3 days, right? But these guys, they changed the rules a bit to make it more competitive for everybody. Because normally you race live and you start the same time, the first one who finishes wins the round, right? but that tournament chose to do time attack mode for the entire 3 days. So there were like 20 maps, 20 tracks, unknown to everybody. They just put them on the server and you had 3 days to put your best time on every map. But yeah, because in Belgium the competition wasn't that high, I was able to complete all tracks with a good time in like 3 or 4 hours. So after 4 hours I went back home, and then Sunday evening I came back to the tournament to receive my prize. So I got the balloon trip with 4 hours of playing, and some people were playing all weekend long trying to beat those times. Good times. Yeah, so true, man. I think it started with ESWC went broke, right? Because they organized the World Championships in Paris, where I went to, but the top 3, the first prize was 10,000 euros. They didn't get paid because they went bankrupt. I think that was the time that many people said, I'm done with this. But then after like a year, ESBC double got new sponsorship. They paid those open debts to the players who won, and it became bigger again with Trackmania 2 coming out. And I think they might have like another burst now in July when the new Trackmania is coming. I might buy it just for fun and see it, how it goes. Meanwhile, the guys were flying. We're flying through this TikTok track, all flat. Just some good old blue zone where I like to be. How long is it? TikTok? 16.8. So we're halfway, more or less. Was that 2008? Can be. Yeah, probably 2008 or 2009. One of both. I'm not sure if it was the ESWC Masters was the last one, or the ESWC normal one, because the Masters you had to be invited, right? So I think the top 2 players of every country got invited. Might be done that one, not sure. So basically this is the pace we're gonna want to do on Saturday, right? Around 200 watts. Just a little bit over under that on the different parts of the track. Go just steady, keep our mind off things, off the pain, keep going forward. I think we'll be basically covering the entire Watopia roads except for the Titans Grove, right? I think we do every piece of tarmac in Watopia except for Titans Grove and this Uber Pretzel. So we will be here Saturday, grinding our way towards the Alp. I didn't go to WCG. Didn't have my team back then. Didn't have the budget because it was in China, right? We didn't have the budget to send us there, so we had to skip that one. I regret not being able to go to China for that. China is always the country as a gamer you want to go as, right? All these crazy fans there who are really twisted about gaming. Our badges are coming close to an end as well, guys. After this one, I think I have about 10 open spots left for badges, and like mostly all of them are bigger ones, like 2, 3, and 4 bigger ones. So we can pick off. We can pick off 2 today after this one, which is nice, right? To have just this easy ride. We have a little bit of a few surges just to keep us entertained, but completely the legs are resting at this point. Just a good blood flow to recover from the 2 races yesterday and the day before. And then tomorrow we'll have a complete day off. And we'll try to eat and drink well. So if there's going to be any beer or wine, it's going to be today. Tomorrow we'll go clean. And be as prepared we can be, right? I'd rather be over-prepared on Saturday than be like fatigued when we start. I have Discord, but yeah, we can try. I have TM2, but I haven't played a lot. I think I played a few hours in the last couple of years, just for fun. I'd rather watch the good guys play it, like Spam and stuff. Feels better to see it flow good than to fail yourself a lot. But to be honest, I really, I was hoping to see the new training come out this month with the Corona stuff going on, the lockdown. It would be fun to try it. I have Discord, so yeah, we can. We'll have to fix Discord for Saturday as well. So not for Germania, but for our ride with Bart and stuff, and Doom. Have to set that up. I want to try TM2, but to be honest, like I said, it's been such a long time and it gets boring quite a lot because I don't like to fail. So it's hard if everybody is beating you, just can't get into it. But it's fun just to try, right? I want to try it for sure. On those mini tracks, used to play them a lot. Just have some beers or some vodka, play those mini tracks, 20 seconds of fun. That way you were close to a Teddy Mania record or a world record. Restart it. No, man. really have no more ambition to do that. I'm glad I was able to do that 10 years ago, but now I have a wife, I have a kid, I have a job. There's not enough time to master the game. No, that's not true anymore, man. I think Scrappy took my place. Scrappy is really good. He's selective, so he's doing great in big events against the biggest players out there. So he's the best Belgian player. I've seen his name, but I have no idea who it is, man. I have really no idea who that is. I know Scrappy was getting better the time I quit, and I didn't think he was going to be a top player though, but he actually did. I'm not following the scene that much, but I knew he got a podium position in one of the latest tournaments in France. I think he came second or third. So that's why I think he's really good, because there were really good players attending that. So yeah, I've seen his name, but I have no idea who he is. I've never played with him. He's I think he's a player that came after my time completely. A few more kilometers and we are done, boys. We are done. Next time we are getting on this bike. It's for the big one. It's for the Uber one. And then we'll be here for about 6 hours. That's my guess. Anytime under that 6 hours, I will be very happy. I think if we go over the 6 hours, I will be less happy, and I probably will have crashed mentally or physically. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we can do it under 6. Hey man, how are you? Sorry. Basically, it's only 3 big climbs next Saturday and a lot of road in between those. Yeah, I remember you, man. Not under Christian, but under Razor, I do. Do you Zwift as well, Razor, or do you still have my YouTube from Trackmania? And is that how you came here? That might be possible, man. That might be possible. Really, I have no idea. So that's a different Razor than you, right? If you say it like that, then I might be mixing things up. It has been 10 years, of course. Did we play together? Yeah, I might be a little bit confused, and I think I have a Razor from Dignitas in my mind. A few more kilometers to go. Let's wrap it up a little bit and finish this one. Get a little bit of speed in our guy. One final push. Ah, okay. Sorry, I might be a bit confused about that. Have to put some air in my front tire as well. Looks like it's getting flatter from inside. Little push for the finish, guys. We'll be going around the big rock. Okay. Nice. There's a video. We love Trackmania. I started on spam stream a couple of weeks ago. It still features me in my prime. Nice, man. You're gonna have so much fun. Zwift is such an amazing game. So much to see, so much to do. try everything in the game. Try to find what you really love and enjoy the fitness, man. That's TikTok. Yeah. To be honest, I want to sprint a bit harder in the end, but because we went ramping it up like 2-3 kilometers before, the legs were a little bit screaming near the end, and the lungs as well. Still a good finish effort. I have like 2-3 minutes of cool down now. Get the heart rate back down, and that's it for today. Tomorrow, complete rest day. Has been a few days since we have that. We've been racing and doing climbs a lot lately, but I want to start the Uber Pretzel on Saturday morning as fresh as possible. So I think that 3 day will do the trick. It's so nice, man. Really, it's such the biggest compliment you can give me, right? Like after all these years, people still remember when you were active. That's 10 years ago. That's always a nice thing to see. If I go to like spam stream, I'm talking a bit, and sometimes people ask you about it. Are you just from the past? It's amazing that after 10 years people still remember you. It means we did pretty well, right? And it was a pretty small scene. Probably is. Thanks so much for dropping in though. And I'm sorry about the YouTube messages, because I have two screens, right? One is Zwift and one is OBS. And for some reason OBS is only sending me the Twitch chat. But as you can see on the stream, I see all messages, so I can see the messages on the screen and on OBS. But the ones on the screen are pretty small, and with the bike you have some distance, so I really have to lean in to read those. But thanks for getting into the trouble of coming to Twitch. Has been nice to talk about Trackmania a bit. It was a while since I was able to talk about it. So we are cooling down. Heart rate is dropping. 115 already. So today was great, right? We have 400 altitude meters, which means if we go to this challenge, we are at 48,000 meters, guys. So we are less than 2 kilometers in altitude, removed from the Tron. That means that we will get the Tron bike on the Alp on Saturday. We should be getting it, I think, 400 altitude meters before the top. That means just over half of the Alp we will be getting the Tron if all goes well. So we worked hard for this last couple of weeks to climb a lot. I think we climbed 20,000 meters in the last 2 months. With these badges and races in the mountains, it goes fast. Alright man, I'll add you. So that's the thing. Yeah, wattage wise we don't really have to watch that. We weren't going for that anyhow. Although they aren't that bad. My 20 minutes is a little bit low, but hey, it's a recovery ride, so for that it's even a little bit high, I guess. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. All of you, thanks for the cheers on, and I hope to see you guys on Saturday. You can drop by the stream, you can drop by Bart's stream, or you can just drop by in game as well if you like, and ride a few kilometers with us. I'm looking forward to see you guys here and help us through the game, because it will be a challenge to get through it. We will get there in the end though, but it will go so much faster if you guys are here to support. So thank you so much for today. I'm being here, keeping my mind busy. I hope you guys had some fun. And I see you guys Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Belgian time. I don't know, I cannot translate in all the different time zones, but 10 a.m. Belgian time, we will start the Overpretzel for around 6 hours. Hope to see you all there. Goodbye guys, and thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna have a quick look if somebody else is streaming. If so, we will drop with them. Swifty is doing a race. Okay, let's go and support Swifty a little bit. Thanks guys, and see you guys on Saturday.
Oh shit. Sishkin, look like you're red, mate. What have you been streaming, pal? I've pressed buttons on my phone and everything's gone. Hello, debate, thanks for the follow, mate. I'm glad when this weather cools down again. Oh, is it? No shit. What is the thing? What's the command to knock that off? Does anyone know? Ah, should be up now. Thanks to bed. How's the rad? I've not fell off yet, so obviously goes to that. Yeah, Tempest is my usual workout rad. Flat as it gets. Overpress on that one anywhere near that for a long time.